Hmm.
Okay, we're live. Hey everybody, welcome to show 66, live from Minsk with Duke, and I'm still in Dubai. I'm stuck here. No, I'm not stuck here. I'm here still.
Yeah,
We were going to be in the studio tonight, but I didn't get back, so there you go.
you're
And
snowed in. Snow, right? You're snowed in.
snow's piled up outside, and I can't open the door. Or we could say sand is piled up outside.
Yeah, sandstorm, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of sand in the air. You can't see the building across the way there. There you go.
Wow.
So here we are live. What?
I just said, wow, that's hard to believe. You can't even see a building across the road or
Yeah,
something.
the tall building, the big one, right?
Yeah.
It's all fuzzy because there's so much sand in the air.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
that's
very
very healthy to breathe that. So even if they had COVID, or if don't have COVID, maybe it's better to wear some kind of a mask. I don't know. If you go outside.
yeah, but it's too hot to go outside.
Yeah, yeah. Better to stay inside, keep the windows shut, keep the sand out. Huh.
Keep the air
Well,
conditioner on.
yeah. Yeah, I guess that's it.
That's it. Keep the air conditioner on. Everything's
Okay.
happy.
Yes, and
So anyway, we're live. There you go. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. If there is anybody listening, there's one person so far, and
oh, we got a person.
yeah, it's not me. Um, And I don't know if we've got Rolf in the chat doing a moderating
Moderate.
the chat because
Yeah,
I haven't heard from him. He was sleeping. Maybe
yeah,
he's woken up.
yeah.
And if you want to join the chat, send us a message. And as you can see down the bottom there, to that email address with your name, and we'll send you the show link. And you can jump in and discuss things with us if you want. Let's do it.
Hopefully we catch it.
Over to Duke,
Hmm?
the newsman.
Oh no, you're breaking up again. What was that?
Over to you.
Oh, okay, okay,
You.
okay. A little delay. Maybe things just change every now and then since we're different parts of the world. So okay. Um, yeah, mostly we're talking. What is the title? It's like a death wish, but it's you can use these titles for like every show when you're looking at some of these foreign countries, like even what Poland does, threatening Belarus, and Estonia, one of the Chihuahuas, threatening Russia, and it's just amazing. But in this show, like the last one, the title was sodomy and Sodom and Gomorrah sort of stuff, and there's a lot more
End times.
sodomy this time for this
Mm.
show. Yeah, end times. But yeah, this time when you look at what's going to happen, we'll be talking about that in a minute here. But Israel, and even the United States, they talk about, oh, we don't want to. expand the war. We don't want to escalate. But yet they do everything possible to escalate the war. You know, it's yeah, Israel wants to dominate the Middle East. And they'll do anything against anybody who seeks sovereignty. So you have to knuckle down to Israel, of course, and yeah, but
Yeah,
Israel,
they seem to have a death wish, assassinating people everywhere.
yeah, they made as the word just came out that one whoever that commander was for
In
Hezbollah
Beirut,
in
yeah, they found his body in Beirut.
yeah, so he didn't escape. Earlier, they've been saying that he might have been.
According to Sputnik.
Yeah, well, yeah, Sputnik is normally very accurate. At least it's a lot more accurate than any American or Western media outlet. So apparently the guy they did get him, and they got um, this Ismail Haniyeh, the leader, the political leader of Hamas, who's actually very moderate, and they killed him in Tehran. He had a residence in Tehran. He was at one time the prime minister of Israel, and not too long ago, just some months ago, Israel assassinated his. Oh, hello, are we still there? Oh, there we go. Yeah, Israel assassinated, I think, his children and his grandchildren. They killed them in the middle of negotiations for hostages, and he said he's not going to let that affect. So they're going to continue the negotiations, and he was, of course, the chief negotiator. He's a very well-known politician and very respected throughout all of Palestine. And Abbas and a lot of people are, they're not too happy about Israel assassinating him. But Israel, I don't know. I guess they're the kings of assassination. How many uh, Iranian scientists have they assassinated? They're just going all over and assassinate. That's their number one deal. I don't know. And here they say that they're God's chosen people, and maybe that they're more civilized, the most moral army on earth. And look at these actions that Israel does. We'll have some videos we'll show you too a little bit later on, and you can tell me if these people look like they're civilized. And you can compare them even to when Palestinians protest. You know how civil they are. You know, it looks like Paris. It looks like Paris in Israel. What's even going on right now?
Hmm.
So let's talk about that. But Erdogan of Turkey, he came out a couple of days ago. He might have come out even by the time of our last show. No, I don't think it was. I think he came out the day afterwards, and he says, "Oh, we might enter the Israeli Gaza conflict." And it's getting to the point where you can't even call it an Israeli Gaza conflict anymore because it's Yemen is now involved, Yemen, and Lebanon is now involved, and it's getting close to Iran getting involved. So apparently, after this guy was assassinated in Tehran in his residence, this leader of Hamas, um, Iran, they flew a red flag, and I guess whenever they have this red flag, it's a red flag of vengeance, and they're saying it's not going to go unanswered. Here you have a person who wants peace, this political leader of Hamas, and and then they assassinate him. Oh, there we go.
Great.
Ah, you have that on video. Okay, the red flag.
I'll just turn down the volume here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there, Aaron, while you're talking.
Yeah, but I don't. I doubt that Erdogan's going to do anything. He's
He's
been
all talk.
yeah, he's all talk. He shafts his allies. Nobody knows whether what do they call him? The loose cannon on deck. So you never know if he's your ally or your enemy. So I don't know. I don't know much about. He's a. They had a. He had a book. He wrote a book, and I saw that when I was in Istanbul a couple of years ago at the airport, and I was kind of tempted to buy it, but I don't know. He might
Yeah,
not have even.
Pakistan's offered him nukes as well.
Pakistan has offered Erdogan nukes.
Yeah,
Oh, well, there are nukes, I think, in his
and
country.
Saudi. And Saudi.
Wait a minute. Saudi has nukes?
Pakistan's offered them if they ever need them.
Oh, oh, okay. Because they're Muslim. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Wow. But there are nukes in Turkey, and they're U.S. nukes, I guess. And I don't know. I don't know if they were supposed to be removed during the Cuban Missile Crisis or not. Russia removed theirs or didn't put theirs there. I don't know. Anyway, that's stuff I don't know everything.
I heard Russia's going to put some missiles in Cuba if Americans put missiles in Germany.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I Russia said they're going to come up with some kind of a response, um, a reciprocal response, and I guess that was it. So, is it? When did they say that? Was that just today, or just that it happened
The other day.
the other day? Yeah, I didn't see that one. They said they're going to come up with a response. I didn't see what that response might be. So, yes, and anyway, after Erdogan said that, the Israelis came up and said that came out and said, "Well, then you're gonna if you get yourself involved in our conflict with Gaza, then you're going to have the same fate as Saddam Hussein did." And we all know what happened to Saddam Hussein. He was living in a hole for a little while, and then the U.S. took him out, and the U.S. made sure he got executed by the puppet government that the United States put into Iraq at that time. But
Mhm.
Maria Zakharova, she entered that little dispute, and she was trying to remind Israel about the history of what was going on, at that time. And she said what happened in Iraq was an attack by the U.S., Britain, and NATO on a sovereign state under false pretenses after the American government persistently lied about the presence of weapons of mass destruction. And then it's what she said, what happened through the fault of the United States in Iraq has become synonymous with the absolute evil of American foreign policy, its criminal nature and destructive orientation. And we can play so many videos of so many leaders all around the world saying virtually the same things. There was one that we couldn't play last week. I could even find it today. It's a little bit long, and you'd have to, read the subtitles. But it was Daniel Ortega of Nicaragua, who's been in government off and on, the leader and all that of Nicaragua for many, many decades. And he's mostly talking about the military industrial complex and how the United States, and it's obvious because we've been talking about that too. The whole system, it's in a nutshell, it's called fascism, the marriage of corporate money to government power. And as Eisenhower said in his farewell address, he couldn't say it while he was president until he was leaving. He said that America is under threat of being taken over by the military industrial complex. That's where the term military industrial complex came from. And it certainly is in control. That's one reason why we have all these wars. The United States has no business going into Ukraine, but anyway, that's what's going on. That's why they're in Armenia right now. That's why they were in Georgia, when Russia had to go and virtually kind of kick their proxies out. All this is it's mostly not even selling weapons. It's selling everything. The soldiers have to wear boots, leather boots. So the leather industry, they need to paint the ships. They paint the tanks. So whoever manufactures paint, it's not in steel corporations. And it's like that book that you loaned me. And very short. It's based on that title. I'll mention this a lot of time in a lot of shows. War is a Racket by Smedley Butler. It comes from 1935. So the United States, this was long before Eisenhower. So it's already been happening. I mean, that was nothing new. That was already very old when Eisenhower announced it. It's incredible. And it's still going today. That's what everything is
Mhm.
about. And the biggest moneymaker is weapons. And that's why you see people like Lindsey Graham, they're so heavily involved in the weapons industry. I mean, that's where their donors are from. And who funds all these things? Well, the banks do. That's why Obama, he was the bankers president. His top donors were all bankers. And you always have Goldman Sachs isn't in everything. Goldman Sachs was in the money laundering when they were selling oil, when they were taking Syria's oil. And I have to admit, Turkey was heavily involved in that. and supposedly ISIS was stealing um, Syria's oil, and they had big convoys going into Turkey, and the money was handled by Goldman Sachs, and United States never bombed that. They never, if ISIS was getting all this money from oil sales, which they were, and of course the United States was getting the lion's share of it probably. Well, why didn't the United States then bomb these oil convoys? Oh, guess what? Russia entered, and Russia started bombing those convoys. That's probably a lot of forgotten information that people forgot about, and that started devastating the United States. ISIS was growing in leaps and bounds all over Syria. They were taking over more and more territory until Russia came in, and then they started waning when Russia started helping out Syria, the Syrian army, to get rid of ISIS out of there. And ISIS, as everybody should know, was backed by the United States. It's just another proxy military. Makes you wonder, well, where did ISIS get their money? Where did they get the food to feed all these soldiers? Where did they get their weapons? Things like that, you know. And it's really
From
strange that,
the US.
yeah, you can go into so much details about what was really going on, and why is it that they never attacked Israel. And whenever these commanders of ISIS had medical problems, like from getting injured in battle, they always went into Israel, and the Israeli doctors are the ones that fixed them up. you know, yeah. I mean, people forget about all that stuff, or a lot of time, a lot of people never knew that stuff. They're not going to broadcast that in the West. So anyway, let's keep going here. Um, um, we can talk about another lie from the United States. Um, there, we talk about the election in Venezuela. They said that whoever this is, Gonzalez, this woman who's backed by the U.S., they said that she won, and of course Blinken, he was one of the first ones that came out.
They
We don't
had
even.
her. They had her picture and everything all over Times Square today.
Yeah, I saw that too. It was all over, and
Yeah,
even Elon Musk.
she's the new Guaido.
Yeah, yeah, new Guaido, Juan Guaido. But
Juanita too. In
yeah,
fact, the Belarusian Juanita Guaido, she's backed the this fake woman as well.
yeah, that doesn't surprise me. All the
Yeah,
fake
straight away.
presidents.
Straight away. Yeah, straight away.
Wow, it's incredible.
All the fake
Self-proclaimed.
presidents stick together.
Yeah, gosh, yeah. Maybe they can set up a fake United Nations or something too. Oh, it's incredible. Um, but as far as the results, apparently Maduro.
Did you read about the Belarusian opposition? They're all fighting with each other and stabbing each other in the back and trying to get money from their sources to live well, all those sort of things.
Yeah, I heard that some of them are really struggling, like they're driving a taxi and uh,
Yeah, yeah,
things like that.
cleaning floors.
Yeah, but look at Juanita or Tikhanovskaya, Svetlana Tikhanovskaya. She's living high on the hog. She's putting on
Yeah.
weight. It's all the good food, and
AKA Juanita.
yeah, yeah, Juanita Tikhanovskaya, I guess. Yeah, but as the results of that vote, came out, I guess officially, and I guess it was looked at, and it's official that Maduro, he barely got a majority. He got only 51%, and the this opposition that the U.S. backs was 44%, and other parties and other interests, of course, they had the other 5%. So it's not like he got 90% of the vote or something kind of ridiculous. And I've always heard that one of the most reliable country, or the vote or the election process that's most respected in the world is that of Venezuela. It's the hardest to rig and the hardest to cheat on. And who even said that? That was the United States that said that a long time ago. That's the most.
Uh, during the election, and he was looking around and having a look at the voting and all that. He said it was pretty secure.
Who said that? It was breaking up.
Jackson Hinkle. He was in Venezuela for the election.
Oh, wow. He's doing pretty good. I guess he's getting around. Russia
Mm,
and everywhere.
mm.
Yeah. Yeah. But the United States, everybody remembers the Biden and Trump election. I mean, boy, oh boy. I don't know. We're probably not allowed to talk about that on YouTube. So
It all started with the Gore and Bush one with the hanging Chads.
the hanging what?
Chads, the little pieces, the punch pieces out of the voting.
Oh, that too. Yeah, yeah. Um,
Yeah.
well, there was even like some people. I think they were thinking. I believe it was in Florida, and they were like blocking, supposedly. I don't know, blocking black people from getting to the polls because they thought that they would vote for Al Gore. And it's kind of strange. Even back then, I was thinking, boy, the Republicans are corrupt and all that. And then
Mm,
the next elections, by the time the next election came around, I don't know. It looks like the Democrats have really, really overtaken the Republicans, and obviously the Republicans still have some corruption, but they're it seems like they're much less than they were at that time with the George Bush election. You know, I don't know. Yes, like I said, Blinken came out and he was saying that the results or what's happening did not reflect the will of the people, and I guess he's basing that on this. There's a organization called Edison Research, and it was also the same company, apparently, that was present, in Ukraine, for the votes, Georgia, Iraq, and possibly even Argentina. But these people are there, and and when there's revolutions and all that sort of thing, this this Edison research. So I guess they're there whenever it doesn't go the U.S.'s way or they can't cheat. I have no idea. Maybe then they call out the forces or whatever. They're also linked. It's known and it's proven that they're linked to the CIA. This Edison research. So that's just something people can look that up a little bit more if they want. And this is the third time that the U.S. has heavily meddled in the Venezuela elections. And I can't remember. Maybe it was you that wrote that on your site, but I've heard it before that the largest oil deposits, the known oil deposits in the
Venezuela.
world, are in Venezuela, and that's not the only thing. Venezuela, they say, is the most resource rich country in the world. They've got gold, and they got all kinds of minerals, and a fair share of a lot of things. And not only that, look at they got decent weather, they got a lot of tourism, or at least tourism potential, agriculture, coffee, and melons and pineapples. All that stuff grows really well in Venezuela. Because I heard about it when I was farming, tropical farming in the Caribbean, and yeah,
Did you read today about Argentina and the gold?
and the gold, you say?
Mm.
No, what did they say?
That Miley president, he's shifted some of the gold out of the country somewhere.
Oh, you're talking about you
The
said
state, the state, the state gold. He's probably sent it to like New York or something, out of the country instead of holding it.
Malay, the leader of Argentina, huh?
Yeah, 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 Malay, yeah, Miley, yeah.
Gosh, there's a video with I don't think I put that up. I don't know. We'll see. But there's a video with um, Maduro, and he's really got some harsh words for Malay. He's calling him a piece of shit, fascist, and he said that he wouldn't last one round in him because Malay is a traitor. I guess he's a traitor to South America. Um, he ran on one platform, and as soon as he gets in, he switched everything, and uh,
Yeah.
and the people are very upset. I don't know if they're still rebelling in Argentina. There were riots all over in the streets. They got a really crappy leader who just basically loves the United States and Ukraine, and he wants to be a puppet of them. And man, terrible, horrible, terrible stuff like that. And I don't know if it's recent, but there was a video of John Bolton, and in that video, let's see if I can find that. I think that's where I come in here now. But in this video, he's let me see. Do I have it? Oh gosh, no. Oh yeah, here. Yeah, in this video, he basically admits that he's been involved in overthrowing governments. So if you want, you can play that one now.
Okay.
I don't know that I agree with you. To be fair, with all due respect, one doesn't have to be brilliant to attempt a coup.
I disagree with that. As somebody who has helped plan coup d'état, not here, but other places, it takes a lot of work, and that's not what he did.
When we were talking about what is capable, what you need to do to be able to plan a coup, and you cited your expertise having planned coups.
I'm not going to get into the specifics, but
successful coups?
Well, I wrote about Venezuela in the book, and it turned out not to be successful. Not that we had all that much to do with it, but I saw what it took for an opposition to try and overturn an illegally elected president.
That's incredible. You still there, everybody? Oh, yeah. So anyway, for anybody that doesn't think the United States overthrows governments, there you have it right there. And looks like that was right after the last election with Biden, because they were showing on the information there. I didn't think that was a recent video, but obviously that's the U.S. tried it on the last one as well. Obviously, I think the 2002, 2019, and now the United States really wants those resources. And if you guys remember, there was an earthquake in Haiti. If I'm trying to think of what year that was. 2000 and I don't know, maybe it was 2014 or 2018 or whatever. If you guys remember that earthquake, but the United States reacted to that earthquake in Haiti faster than they react to any disasters in the United States, and they were there immediately. Israel was there. Israel was there with some doctors and some of the stuff that was going on there. Like boys that would go into the Israeli tent, for medical treatment, maybe had minor injuries. They never came out. And people started noticing that. So Israel was only there a couple of days, and then they were gone because people were noticing that a lot of the patients that went in, they never came back. They never came out. Nobody ever saw them again. And Venezuela was trying to help Haiti at that time. And the United States made sure that they didn't get in there at all. But there was an oil discovery also in Haiti in 2007. And for the most part, it's right underneath Port-au-Prince, the city of Port-au-Prince. And a lot of theory is that the United States, they rushed in there as fast as they could, not because they love the Haitian people and love Haiti or nothing, even though it was a slave colony for the United States to make cheap products with child labor, paying them 10 cents a day or something. But they went in there because that is going to be their future strategic reserves. So when they run out of oil, or when they can't get oil, or when push comes to shove, then the United States is going to go get that oil from Haiti. At least that's what the word is out. Because they say more oil underneath Port-au-Prince than existed in the Gulf of Mexico when the U.S. was pulling stuff out of there. So it's a tremendous amount of oil there, apparently. At least that's what reports all say. You can look it up yourself, people, under Haiti 2007 or oil discovery, things like that. You'll find all that, and it's all in official news and things that was all found there. But so there's the United States, and I can't remember which people, but they're also trying to put get the military to overthrow, or to at least recognize and say that it's a sham election in Venezuela, and trying to install the other person. But it's not working. This General Padrino.
Yeah, there's a lot a lot of videos out that were from like 2017 and 2002 and all sorts of things. So, did you see that one today where that guy on the motorcycle is supposed to have been shot?
I saw one. Only I remember seeing a policeman have a motorcycle, and then the protesters came and took the motorcycle and were beating on
No,
him.
there's one where a protester is lying on the floor, supposedly shot, and his motorcycle's on its side, and then later on there's a video of him on the back of another motorcycle driving off.
Good. Yeah. I still have.
And then those two guys who said they were in the military, A, they're not even in the military, and B, they're not even in Venezuela.
Yeah, I think one of them is in prison, maybe in Venezuela or somewhere else. So, yeah, that's a lot of stuff. They can use it from some of the past attempted overthrows of the government. But this one, I guess the one you can press on this one, this is the recent one. He's the guy in charge of the military, and he says that they're going to go with
Reafirmamos
Maduro.
la más absoluta lealtad y apoyo incondicional al ciudadano Nicolás Maduro Moros, presidente constitucional de la República Bolivariana de Venezuela, nuestro comandante en jefe, quien ha sido legítimamente reelecto por el poder popular y proclamado por el poder electoral para el periodo presidencial 2025-2031.
Yes. Well, in any case, I don't understand Spanish, and I hope some people aren't driving their car and they can't read it. But anyway, he's basically saying that they back Chavez and all that. And but there's another video. I think this one is it's an older one. I'm not sure. Let me find that. So, and this is about a senator, and it just kind of shows that the United States is there constantly just trying to overthrow these governments, and especially Venezuela.
I feel like it's Groundhog Day in this committee. We've been told by the administration, frankly, multiple administrations for years, that Russia's support for Assad and Iran's support for Assad is tepid. It's fragile. It's just a matter of time before he falls. The truth of the matter is they were always willing to do more than we were in Syria to protect their interests, and that is likely the exact same case here in Venezuela. And so our policy has been misguided by fundamentally flawed assumptions from the beginning. And I have deep respect for both of you who are testifying before this committee, but we just have to be clear that our Venezuela policy over the last year and a half has been an unmitigated disaster. And if we aren't honest about that, then we can't self-correct. We have to admit that our big play, recognizing Guaido right out of the gate and then moving quickly to implement sanctions, just didn't work. It didn't. All it did was harden Russia and Cuba's play in Venezuela and allow Maduro to paint Guaido as an American patsy. And a lot of us warned that this might happen. We could have used the prospect of U.S. recognition or sanctions as leverage. We could have spent more time trying to get European allies and other partners on the same page. We could have spent more time trying to talk to or neutralize China and Russia early before we backed them into a corner from which they are not moving. They're not moving. But all we did was play all our cards on day one, and it didn't work. And it's just been an embarrassing mistake after mistake since. First, we thought that getting Guaido to declare himself president would be enough to topple a regime. Then we thought putting aid on the border would be enough. Then we tried to sort of construct a kind of coup in April of last year, and it blew up in our face when all the generals that were supposed to break with Maduro decided to stick with him in the end. We undermined Norway's talks last summer, and then this March we released a transition framework that frankly is almost a carbon copy of the very one that was in front of the parties last year.
It's incredible.
He sounds like he's talking about Belarus with the fake president.
Yeah. It's incredible that they sit there. I mean, you can find these things, and I think they're even on YouTube and all that, and you can see all these senators and congressmen and all these people talking about all their attempts to overthrow all these governments, and then on the other side of their mouth, they're talking about democracy. So the people vote somebody in that they don't like. So they're doing everything to overthrow them, to try, coup d'etats, assassinations, even whatever the heck, But yet they say democracy. I mean, I don't know, but and I get so confused anyway. Like even back in the old days, at the founding of America, when Benjamin Franklin said, "Democracy is two wolves and one sheep deciding on what's for dinner." So that doesn't sound like what the impression they're trying to give the people. Oh, it's such a great thing, and the people get to decide. I mean, it doesn't work that way. It never worked that way. It's even in ancient Greece, Pericles, the time of Pericles, it never worked that way. You know, and if you want to look at what real democracy was, there's an example that is also at the same time communism. There was something called the New England town. But then again, that couldn't last forever either. It has to have a transition and things have to change over like a revolution or something. So it was like where everybody gets to, the head of the family gets to vote in whatever happens in this whole town precinct. But then what happens is when the population keeps growing and people have sons and daughters, they get married and and they run out of land space and all that, then people start going after each other basically. And one person wants what the other one has and thinks that's unfair, that those kids of those people got this. I don't know. You can figure it out. It's not very difficult. So yeah, anyway. And something we can also talk about on the other show, the last show we just had, we were mentioning that missile attack, and Israel was saying that Hezbollah shot a missile and killed those people in the Golan Heights, that place called Majdal Shams, and Hezbollah said, we didn't do that. We had nothing to do with that. And at that time, Netanyahu was in the United States. And everybody's believing, oh yeah, what terrible Hezbollah, they're killing innocent people, children playing soccer. It sounds like something Obama would do, because Obama did that. Of course, there was no objection to that when Obama killed a bunch of children playing soccer, and he did it on purpose. So, but anyway, this what happened now. You can the attack. It was supposed to be from the Iron Dome, actually. It was a missile from the Iron Dome, and either it didn't hit a target and it landed and it killed people there, or something else. But anyway, apparently it's from the Iron Dome. And it turns out that these people known as the Druze are Syrian and Palestinian. I mentioned that last time. They're Arabs. They're Arabic peoples. And Israel was saying, oh, Israeli citizens, they're Israelis, and they're firing on Israelis, that Hezbollah was firing on Israelis. But these people are Arabic peoples, and they're just in the occupied land, occupied by Israel. So they're not these people, and they don't have any sympathies for Israel. And like I said, is a Israeli, and you don't even have to take my word for it. There's a video. Let's see if I find that, and you can hear what these people say. So let's play that one now. Netanyahu is visiting a memorial to these children. Look at what the people think. Yeah, murder, son of a hound or something, son of a whore or whatever. They really love Netanyahu, huh? And look they're keeping them like, I don't know, maybe not 100 meters, but nearly 100 meters. So you can't even get within 100 meters of Netanyahu. And he's going in there and faking like he's mourning for these children or something. There's a picture of it too, and there's some pictures, and I didn't put that up there, but just take my word for it. Oh, like he's feeling so sad about these. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about Israelis either. real Israelis, and not these Israelis that don't have really any sympathy for Israel themselves. So you can see how much sympathy they have and how much they love being occupied by Israel, a lot of these people. Obviously, there are Jews living there too, and I think they probably get along, to be honest with you, the Arab peoples that are being occupied and the Jews, because I don't think they're really mistreating these people. But of course, it's not like what they do in Israel, or God forbid, the West Bank or Gaza. They're very badly treated. So I'm just guessing because I'm not from there. But there's also, we have what's going on in Israel is we had if you guys didn't hear about it in the news, of course they're not going to tell you in the news over in the West, but there was an incident where 9 Israeli soldiers, IDF soldiers, they sodomized a Palestinian captive just for fun, and they were, I don't know, you hear about so much of this stuff. They take the Palestinian men and they stick things up their rectum. And there was a different one, and it's not even this one, I don't think, but where they stuck the end of a fire extinguisher up the guy's rectum and was shooting the fire extinguisher, chemicals or whatever the fire extinguisher had in it. They're shooting it up in his rectum and things like that. But this one, I think it was, they were shoving sticks up there, and they really tore the guy's rear end apart, and he had to get some, it's really critical surgery because they tore him up really bad. And, they're laughing and doing it for fun. And the Israelis, they think that's perfectly fine. And so
And
this was
let him off as well.
What's that?
They just let him off.
They did. Well,
Yeah.
See, I have the videos of these people protesting, the apprehension of these people before even a trial. And of course, they weren't mistreated or anything, but the mere fact that they apprehended these people, is offensive apparently to the Israelis. So a lot of these, I mean, I'm not talking about all Israelis, but a lot of them, they think it's perfectly fine and it's justified and probably right to do this to Palestinians. And I think this Ben Giver or whatever, he's, I think what post does he have? Anyway, he's one of the highest in the Israeli government, and he thinks that these people are heroes and they should be given medals for sodomizing this captivated, tied up Palestinian in this anus. I mean, what is it, like bravery or something? Yeah, you can show this video of these people trying to get these apprehended Israelis in pre-trial detention, trying to get them free.
They did let him out anyway.
I don't know. They don't look as civilized to me as Palestinians. Even when you see Palestinians, they're not doing that kind of stuff really. I mean, very rarely. Maybe, I don't know. So a lot of those guys look like they're pretty dumb guys. Just my opinion. I don't know. But so you say they let these guys go, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez. Off scot-free. Like they're big heroes. They're probably getting pat on the back right now.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. So it's gonna probably get worse because these people, it's like they're getting congratulated and rewarded for sodomizing Palestinians. So guess what's gonna happen again? Well, you have a video.
This? Yeah, this is live protest starting.
It's a live protest?
Yeah, in London, Indie Media just sent us a link saying there's a protest just starting.
Is this that one in what's it called, Southampton or something, or
That's, I think it's Southport. Yeah,
Southport? Yeah.
this is outside Downing Street in London. This one.
Oh, is it about the same thing where that what was it? Some I think it was a 17-year-old migrant from Africa or whatever. He went
Yeah,
stabbing small children, like 6-year-old
yeah,
children and things like that.
yeah, yeah.
Jeez. Like I'm saying, we should have named this show like Sodom and Gomorrah or something, because this is more of the worst crap on this one. Yeah.
It's the protest starts there at 7
But I've
p.m.
got
their
also
time.
I got one from the Knesset. Remember when they're arguing? Those
אני לא יודע אם יודעים, אבל יש אירוע כרגע בשדה תימן שמשטרה צבאית הגיעו לעצור חיילים ששמרו על מחבלי נוח'בה. והחיילים בשדה תימן, מתקן מעצר של מחבלי נוח'בה, ומשטרה צבאית שם הגיעה לעצור כמה לוחמים שם שכנראה בגלל איזה שהם טענות של יחס למחבלי נוח'בה, ויש שם אירוע של התבצרות וכולי. הטרלול שהמדינה שלנו נכנסת אליו סביב הסיפור הזה הוא מטורף וצריך להפסיק אותו, ואני חושב שצריך פה לתת דוגמה אישית, ואני אומר עכשיו, ואני קורא לחברי הקואליציה לעשות כמוני, אני קם ואני יוצא מפה, ואני לא הולך להצביע יותר על שום דבר, עד שהסיפור הזה והטרלול הזה, שיש מי שבפרקליטות חושב שאפשר לבוא ולעצור חיילים על דברים שעושים למחבלי נוח'בה, לא נגמר. אוקיי? ואני מאוד מבקש, ואני חושב שחבריי בקואליציה טוב יעשו, אם יעשו כמוני. אנחנו לא יכולים להמשיך כרגיל.
להכניס מקל לרקטום של בן אדם, זה לגיטימי?
כן, אם הוא נוח'בה, הכל לגיטימי לעשות לו.
אוקיי.
הכל.
מצוין.
הכל.
זה מה שרציתי.
הכל, האנשים האלה, אתה יודע מה עשו?
אוקיי.
טוב.
יש דברים שלא...
That's incredible. That's incredible. You know? They don't know what that boy did or whatever. They just are in favor of doing this stuff to Palestinians. I mean, boy, oh boy, oh boy. It makes you wonder if there's ever going to be any kind of end to this sort of thing. They're never really going to live in peace. Something has to happen.
When Israel disappears, that's when it'll all stop.
When Israel ceases to exist? Yeah. Yeah. And the U.S. just keeps flooding them with weapons. I'll tell you what, they do far more for Israel than they do for any constituency in the United States. Israel gets everything and anything in abundance, whatever it wants. You know, the terrible system. It's part of that fascist system we're talking about. You know, they send this money to Israel. We said it last time. And then it comes back in campaign contributions. And everybody's fighting to get these campaign contributions from Israel. And if you don't support Israel, or Israel doesn't like you, your time in politics is limited. Boy. Yeah, but we have, talk about some sodomizing. There's some other, things going on in the world. It's, like I said, we should have named this one the sodomy one. This is one in a video. He's visiting museums in Paris, and they have a pedophile museum. Like art of pedophilia. Anyway, you can see it in the video, so we can show that.
Can't
video.
show it on YouTube.
No, but it
Can't show
doesn't.
it on video.
No, I don't think it shows, because it's a painting for one thing, and it's.
It does. It does. It shows something.
Oh, so we're not allowed to show that. Okay. Well, let's see. I don't know where people can find it if they want to look for it, but it's.
Well, we can show it, but then YouTube will do something.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to take the chance, because we haven't gotten any strikes for quite some time, and who knows, they might even kick us off for 2 weeks or whatever if we show it. Yeah. But so anyway, it shows. I'll tell you what, people.
We can do all that stuff when we're back in the studio, and we can control everything what's going on.
Yeah. Okay.
This Sunday, you can show it this Sunday. There you go.
Well, if people understand what it is, I guess But anyway, the guy says that they wouldn't let him film in there, but he
Yeah.
somehow got some of the artwork, at least some pictures of it, and one of them, it shows a naked man with two children
Yeah, I
on
know,
their
I know.
knees.
And children doing stuff to him. I know. That's why I can't show the video.
Yeah, I know. And I'm not going to describe it in graphic detail, but anyway, these children their hands are tied behind their back, and they're doing something oral to the man. So, and things like that. And they find that really nice artwork, I guess, in Paris. And if you think about what was going on in that opening ceremony, they were glorifying um, transvestites and homosexuality and all that kind of stuff. And then um, and I guess this guy, maybe the guy painted in blue, I think he had something over his penis, but his testicles are showing. And people were so outraged by that. Even the Muslims, even the leader of Iran was totally outraged from that too. And since there was so much outrage, they had to take that stuff off of YouTube and everything everywhere. And
Yeah, well, all those places are outraged because also Jesus is a prophet in the Muslim world as well. So they were like not very happy.
yeah, definitely. There's the book of Jesus is one of the books in the Quran. Uh, So yeah, they honor Jesus as well. And Mohammed, I guess he's on record as saying that the greatest person, or the whatever, something like the greatest person that ever lived or walked the earth was Jesus. And Mohammed said that. So I guess that's why we hate the Muslims, is because the leader, or the most honored person in their church, loved Jesus. I don't know. I guess so. So anyway,
No, well, they say he's a prophet, and then Muhammad
yeah.
was the last prophet.
Yeah, they said he was a prophet. I know that, and that's why the Christians hate him. But what do the Jews think of Jesus? And yet we love the Jews. Isn't that they really hate Jesus, but yet we love them. And some people that like Jesus, but didn't quite put him in the category that they want, we're supposed to hate them. That's incredible. It's unbelievable. Yeah, but yeah, to go to another subject, you heard a lot lately about what's going on in the EU, and Orban. Orban is having too much courage, and recently Fico got out of the hospital, and he's got a smaller country, so I think he goes along with everything basically because they're of the same mind. Fico's of the same mind of Orban, but um, let's see, we have the map of Central Europe. You can show that and show people what sort of a predicament um, Turkey is in. I mean, not Turkey, but um, Hungary, and yeah, look at this. You can find in the one green country is Hungary. Right above that is an orange country called Slovakia. But I think right where you're located at, there is Serbia. Serbia has a small connection with Hungary, and they're also um, trying to strive for their sovereignty, sovereign thinking and independence. But the EU is not going to let them. And Hungary, Slovakia, and Serbia are virtually surrounded by nothing but hostile countries that have virtually pledged everything to do what the United States does. And like I said, we can have a lot of videos. We'll show you a couple of them today. Matter of fact, I'll show you two of them today. One will be Orban, and he's talking about how these countries have pledged their sovereignty to the United States. He even says the Democratic Party. As you know, he's trying to get in good with Donald Trump. But it's not even that. So let's see if we can find that video of Orban. It's similar to what we were playing last week on our last show. It looks like it's the same meeting, but it's Orban. You have to read the subtitles. Unfortunately, I hope nobody's driving their car and they can't understand Hungarian. But yeah, But you can play that one and see what he's saying.
Az európai politika összeomlott. Európa ugyanis feladta a saját érdekeinek védelmét. Európa ma nem tesz más, mint az USA demokrata párti külpolitikáját követi feltétel nélkül. Az, hogy szó nélkül hagyjuk az aki áramlat fölrobbantását, hogy maga Németország szó nélkül hagyja a saját tulajdonában álló vagyontárgyával szemben nyilvánvalóan az amerikai irányításával végrehajtott terrorcselekményt, és erről egy hangot nem mondunk, nem vizsgáljuk, nem akarjuk tisztázni, nem akarjuk jogilag fölvetni, éppen úgy, mint Angela Merkel lehallgatásánál sem cselekedtünk helyesen, amit Dánia elhajtottak végre, szóval ez nem más, mint a behódolása kezű. Képzeljük el, hogy arról van szó, hogy mi, vagy a közép-európaiak világképe nemzetállamokból áll. Miközben a nyugat számunkra elgondolhatatlan módon, de mégis azt gondolja, hogy a nemzetállamok már nem léteznek többé.
Trying to get rid of nation states.
Erre épülő közelkölcs. Nincs közelkölcs, ha a tegnapi olimpiai megnyitót
no public morality.
Oroszország a népességéhez képest túl nagy, ráadásul hiperracionális vezetés alatt áll, egyáltalán egy vezetett ország, abban, amit csinál, nincsen semmi rejtélyes, logikusan következik az érdekeiből, ezért érthető és kiszámítható. Ellenben a nyugat viselkedése, mint eddig is talán kitűnt a szavaimból, nem érthető, nem kiszámítható.
That's what I'm saying, confused. They're not understandable and not predictable. In the West.
Kezelni azt a helyzetet, mint a tavalyi előadásomban itt úgy írtam le, pesek.
Well, that heavy stuff there. People have to read that. If any of you are driving in your car and you don't understand Hungarian, I'm sure that most people don't. You should read what he's saying there. It's just incredible, and it's actually he's mentioning the state of the world, and it's not like a lot of you that watch this show don't already know that, because that's what we're preaching the entire time, and he just puts it in his own perspective a little bit, like there's two suns in the world, and it's like the world is like splitting, and you have people that have morals and rational, and then you have this other side. They're trying to get rid of all morals, all sovereignty of any, destroy anymore. And they're even trying to get rid of your sexual identity, make you think that you want to be a female or a male, depending, the opposite gender, or maybe there's 60 or 70 genders or whatever the heck, it's unbelievable, and probably the next piece of media we have is a photo. Let's see. What do you have? I think it's also pertinent to this.
This one?
There it is. Look at that. Now this is very significant. If you don't know who these people are in here, side is Huma Abedin. She used to be the top, advisor of Hillary Clinton, even during that time when she was running against Donald Trump, the top advisor. She was like, a lot of people say that she's a lesbian. I don't have any idea. Doesn't matter. And it was Hillary's top girlfriend. But she was married to Anthony Weiner, who was a congressman. He's actually a pretty good congressman from New York. And Anthony Weiner, maybe this woman here is a lesbian, because maybe Anthony Weiner wasn't girls on the internet. And when they were looking at I think I mentioned this in the last show, but we didn't have the training aids. We didn't have this picture here. But when they were looking on Hillary's laptop, then they found that Anthony Weiner is on there. Then they went and looked at his laptop, and then they found out that he was sexting these girls. And for that, she divorced him, maybe because he was caught. I don't know. And now she is remarried to this guy here with the glasses. And a lot of people may not know who this guy with the glasses is, but he is the guy now that's in charge of Hungarian descent as well. And as you know, George Soros, when he was a boy in Hungary, he worked for the Nazis, even though he's Jewish, and he turned Jews into the Nazis. So he betrayed his own religion, I guess you would say, turning Hungarian Jews over to the Nazis, even as a boy. And so I don't know. And I don't know what the Jews think about George Soros. I don't know what the Hungarians think about George Soros, but we just look at the world as it is today. And now we look at this. Yeah, he's Soros' son. And when Soros announced that he was going to step down and hand his, what is it called, this
Open Society.
What is this found? Anyway,
Open
Society, all kinds of other organizations that these guys. This guy, Open Society. Alex Soros said he is going to pursue it even more aggressively than his father. So I don't know if that is why we're seeing some crazy things going on right click, and he's not involved in any information from the European Union anymore. But this shows you something right here. And it's just something. This photo with Huma Abedin.
I thought he was gay. I thought he was gay.
What's that? Oh, that this guy is gay?
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, I think I lost you.
Yeah, I thought he was gay.
Hello? Oh, he probably is. I don't know. A person can look it up. I don't know. These people, maybe they're into crazy anyway. Anthony, I don't really know, but that's yeah. Well, yeah, not there and not here either in Belarus. So, but I don't know. Maybe there's some stuff. I think the word is here that people can do what they want to behind closed doors. But there's an American we have here. Unfortunately, his lighting is bad. Probably kind of like mine was last time. It's Scott Ritter.
Can you go?
Can't tell. He looks like the blob
can you go out,
in this one.
Can you go out?
But
and come
he can
back
give you his
in,
view of what
pixelated and awful.
Oh, step out and come in. Okay.
Hello, Andy.
Well, Boomer, can you hear me?
Yes.
Right, so Saturday, just to add a bit of context to what I sent you. There's a protest outside, repercussions of what happened in Southport. Big contingency of English patriots are marching on Downing Street. They're on the move now, actually. There's a good few of them. I'm watching a geezer called Louis Eriton's stream. And they're on their way down to Parliament.
Oh, you're breaking up.
Can you hear me?
It's you.
But yeah, there's a lot of police there, from what I can see.
Mm-hmm.
But I am going to go and have a look.
You guys see and hear me?
I can see and hear you, but you keep on freezing.
Yeah.
You're breaking up, Indy. I can only hear.
I can only hear fine. Andy's fine with me.
Syllables.
I see you paused. You've paused again.
Yeah,
Indy's fine. You guys can see him and hear and everything, or you can.
Yeah, I can hear and see myself. I'm watching myself on like 2 different screens.
yeah.
Man,
it's you.
Yeah, it's you. Yeah, him. Where him. Yeah, that one there.
I can't hear you
the
either.
the one with The one with long hair like me.
No, I think Indy can hear me.
I can hear you, yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah,
Huh?
the light's better. So what else is happening in London?
Oh, boy, it's all breaking up to me.
So basically, they're
can't
marching
hear.
down Whitehall now towards Parliament. I'm not too sure. I haven't been given many details. I'm just going by what I've seen on the live streams and stuff. Danny Tomo seems to be leading the march.
Yeah, what are they protesting about?
So basically, it's repercussions of what happened in what's the place called? Sorry,
Southport.
I see it's Southport, yeah, where kids were killed. They still haven't released any details on the guy. They're just saying that he's a 17-year-old. They can't release any details. But this is repercussions from that. As you probably already know, there was riots there last night.
Mm-hmm.
Numerous police officers were injured. They allegedly tried to set fire to the local mosque there. Allegedly. That's what the guy that was running the mosque basically said. He said that they were fearing for their lives inside the mosque because they thought they were going to torch it, and that's off of the news. That's actually the spokesperson for the mosque that said that.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're outside Parliament now. Yeah, I'll send you the link so you can have a quick look yourself.
Okay, cool. Duke, can you hear us?
Good day, boys. I'm fast Jimmy, I think here. You guys are breaking up. I can.
I'll put it in the
I
back
was
chat
hearing
for you,
like
Boomer.
maybe half the words lately from Indy, but
Yeah,
at the beginning it was only
you
like
need to go out and come back in.
a couple
you
syllables.
need to go out and come back in again and reboot your router. That's what you need
I
to
don't
do.
think
And it'll stop all that.
my Telegram is not open here.
So they've all just descended on Parliament Square now. They've blocked off the road going into Victoria. There's also
my
Ukrainian
Telegram
protests
is
going on.
closed.
No, he means come out of the live stream and go back in again.
Oh boy.
Not out of Telegram.
Yeah, close the browser and then reopen it and come back in. He's sitting there like he can't hear us.
I don't know if you want to play that last video, Dave. I think it's the last one that I have. It's I think so. Yeah, it's the last one.
Okay.
Scott Ritter.
Okay, I'll just play this video, Indy, and then back in a second.
It's Sanctions Day. It's interesting because the European Union linked these sanctions to the Minsk Accords, but the European Union, two of its biggest members, France and Germany, had no intention whatsoever of implementing the Minsk Accords. Indeed, we have
that sounds like echoing.
who was the president of France back in 2014, 2015, when the Minsk Accords came into being, said it was a sham. It was to buy time to...
Don't know where that's coming from.
Right, yeah, the police have just intervened now. There's a lot of TSG outside the House of Parliament, and I mean
everything
a lot.
right?
Yeah.
The police are actually trying to disperse people.
Okay. Hang on.
That live stream that I just sent you, Louis
I
Eriton.
can't really hear you guys. So.
Yeah, I'll just grab it. Oh yeah, I see. Hang on.
The police are being told, like they're being told where, excuse my French, where the fuck were you in Leeds when they ran off? That's what the people here are chanting.
Yeah, I'm playing it now.
Yeah.
There's a few people there.
Yeah, there's a good few people there. Well, they've managed to close off the bottom of Whitehall. That's outside Parliament there. That's on the junction, going up Whitehall across Waterloo Bridge.
Yeah, there's, what's his name?
Actual. Street Mike. I think there'll be things that happen here tonight. I reckon people will get drunk and, you know, the usual palaver.
Yeah.
There goes the war cry. He's had a warrant issue for his arrest. He got arrested for so-called acts of terrorism, but he fled the country straight after his release from police station.
Yeah.
Flew straight out to Spain.
He does that a lot.
They're charting no more boats now. Everyone's sick of it.
Yeah. Hang on, I just got to get hold of Duke. Duke, can you hear me? Duke, read the chat. Read the chat.
I think I heard my name. I can't.
Read the chat.
Close the browser. You mean just... Okay, I'll close everything and come back in through Telegram. Let's see what happens.
No, you can't come back in by Telegram. He needs technical training.
Well, I did, but I sorted it out myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, no, it's just a matter of practice and doing it and remembering.
I can see this getting very heated very quick.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll just are you still moving? Yeah, I'm still moving. I'll just put you in the background, and then if there's anything that comes up, just send me something in the private chat, and I'll bring you back in.
All right, yeah, cool.
So try and get this stuff done for Duke the rest of the show.
All right, yeah.
You're just in the background. Just send me a message if anything happens.
I'm just observing, mate. That's all I'm getting.
Hello, you're back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So, but I don't know if I can. Yeah, you're kind of a little breaking up, but all I had was that last video with Scott Ritter. Anyway.
Yeah, put it up again.
So. Oh, okay. I'll go find it here. So where are we? There we are.
Okay, let's.
Well, I had another video. There's a couple more videos in there, but I didn't.
Sanctions Day. You know, it's interesting because the European Union linked the sanctions to the Minsk Accords, but the European Union, two of its biggest members, France and Germany, had no intention whatsoever of implementing the Minsk Accords. Indeed, we have Francois Hollande, who was the president of France back in 2014, 2015, when the Minsk Accords came into being, said it was a sham. It was to buy time to allow the Ukrainian army to be rebuilt by NATO. Angela Merkel, the chancellor of Germany, said the same thing. So Petro Poroshenko, the Ukrainian president. It needs to be pointed out that the EU is the economic army of organizations and institutions, which include the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, all of which serve fundamentally at the behest of the United States. And so the sanctions that were implemented by the European Union were done so because the United States wanted Russia to be isolated. The United States wanted Russia confronted by Ukraine functioning as a de facto proxy of NATO. And this became even more apparent in the aftermath of February 2022, when Russia was compelled to preempt what was going to be a Ukrainian military attack against the Donbass using this army that had been built by NATO all along while the European Union sanctioned Russia under the guise of the sham now known as Minsk. But the sanctions have backfired. I mean, this has been one of the greatest economic disasters in modern European history. These sanctions, which is designed to punish Russia, have failed to do so. In fact, they've boomeranged back on Europe. And Europe continues to move forward, putting more sanctions and more sanctions. All the while, Russia gets stronger economically. One has to ask the question, why is this the case? Why does Europe continue to do this? And whose interest is this? And the answer is, of course, the United States. The United States has not only targeted Russia and the Russian economy, but those aspects of the European economy that were linked to Russia, especially Russia's energy infrastructure. It's been the goal of the United States for decades to break Europe of its addiction to cheap Russian energy. And so these sanctions and the blowback are achieving that result. Maybe Europe doesn't realize this, or they haven't woken up to the reality that the United States isn't their friend. The United States is using them to achieve a larger strategic objective of not only weakening Russia, but weakening Europe, so that the United States emerges from this conflict stronger.
Yeah, incredible. It's like we know that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Look at Olaf. He doesn't realize. I mean, he knows it, of course. I mean, no investigation, no into who blew up the Nord Stream pipeline. I think Olaf Scholz. He belongs to be a piece in that pedo that he's got something wrong with the guy. Otherwise, why would he? Basically, he's destroying the economic power of Germany. Massive by cutting off that energy. So you can't believe it. I don't know. A lot of these people. I mean, but look at what Scott Ritter says. It's the same thing so many other leaders are saying. So many other leaders, not just Orban. Fico said that. They say the same things like about COVID that we say. And it's not like we're just making this up or it just appears to be that way. These people, a lot of them, they know a lot more information than we do. Or at least they should, or maybe they have access to it or access to get it. So, yeah.
Okay, hang on. It's
calling for
getting a bit.
Red Hat calling for backup.
Yeah. In London.
Well, you're breaking up again.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's you.
Yeah. Any other videos I had? It was just like this action video here. I don't know. It's the Colombian mercenaries. Oh, that's Indy. That's from India, huh?
¡Ey! ¡Quietos! ¿Dónde puta está Felipe? ¿Dónde? ¡Felipe! ¡Ey! ¡Quietos! ¡Felipe!
Because of your connection, the video is really pixelated like you are. If you have a look at you on screen, and it's the same on live. That's what you look like.
Yeah. You know what that's all
your connection
about, right?
Your connection's really bad.
I can't hear you.
Your connection is really bad.
Still, you're breaking up half a syllable. No, that video does something like that. If that's what you're getting at.
No.
What
no,
it's
can't
about?
See it. We can't see it because your connection is bad, so the video is bad as well.
Indy, are you back?
Indy,
I'm
you're
here.
back in.
Am I? Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Then come back in again. I don't know. I can't hear you.
as
See
you
what
can see,
happens.
it's kicking off in Whitehall. The police have right-helmeted it up. Member of the crowd's trying to calm everybody down.
Yeah.
But yeah, tensions are high.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear you, Indy.
Can you hear me? That's better. You're not pixelized now.
Yeah.
Not as bad.
Now I can hear you guys.
That's good.
Mm.
So yeah, what you can see here is the police
Yeah.
have stopped them from marching back up to
That's
Whitehall.
weird.
towards
Now I can
Downing
hear you
Street.
guys. Oh.
That's what.
Wait, what is this protest about now?
So basically, this is repercussions from the young girls getting stabbed. Did you hear what I said, Duke?
No, he's got a bad connection, it looks like.
What is the protest about?
Bad.
Indy?
It's about knife crime in the UK and its repercussions from the 3 girls that were stabbed. People have got, as you're saying, it's got people in there with bottles in their hands.
Yeah.
You see, it's going to kick off.
Down to is they're letting all kinds of migrants coming in. I don't even know if anybody understands.
That's exactly what it is.
Why? Only
But
so
then-
it was
then the
breaking
guy-
up.
the
But
guy
you're
that-
saying it's regions from the.
Yeah. The country's angry, mate. Like, really angry.
Me? Oh, probably. I thought
No,
you
not
said it was
probably,
the
they are.
repercussions from that.
Yeah, it is. It's repercussions from that. Like last night, there was the area that the 3 girls were killed in.
Oh, nice.
There was massive riots. The police van was set on fire and everything.
Yeah. Well, they banned guns, and people can get knives.
Soon they'll ban knives and they'll use spoons.
Over here, you can't have anything that's more than 3 inches, and it can't be a lock blade. It's getting nicked. Even a box cutter, you can be arrested for.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're breaking up, but I hear some words.
Duke. Duke. No, he can't hear me.
No.
He's got a bad internet connection.
Don't.
He has. It's going to take the police a big while to shut this down because.
Well, it's
most of the
probably
people
more than
there-
just that. They're angry about so much. I mean, look at sending money and weapons to Ukraine.
Yeah, it's the variation
and,
different
and
things.
the
That's
British
thing that's
people are
different
getting less
as well.
and less because. Yeah,
I'll read
from all that stuff. I mean, it's these crazy governments.
That's what it's down to: government and 2-tier policing.
Thank you for joining me. I'm your host, Hafiz Reflects, on the Hafiz Reflects channel. If you're on the Lewis Errington, things are getting very, very heated in London.
And that's true. They have. They're 2-tier policing.
Yeah, they always do that. We saw a lot of that.
Yeah, we did. We saw loads of it, Boomer. Every time we went out throughout the pandemic, we saw it.
Yeah.
Like sometimes more than once in one day.
Okay, things have calmed down a little bit. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, someone started chucking bottles and shit.
Be careful. I'm not entirely sure. Things are a bit calmer now.
I wouldn't give it too much longer, like, because the whole bottom half of Whitehall down to Parliament, that's packed. There's a good few thousand people there.
Yeah. Okay, I'll bring you back in after.
All right, yeah, I'll keep you informed.
Okay. So can you hear me?
Hello, hello.
You're very pixelated.
I can hear you now. Yeah. Yeah, you're pixelated too. You're kind of breaking up.
Indy and myself are fine. We can
what the
talk to
heck?
each other. So
Wait a minute. My camera went off. I gotta figure out again how do I turn this camera on? Let me look at something here.
Anyway,
there we go.
You got anything else?
Can you see me better?
No.
Huh?
Nope.
Hello? Am I still
Your internet
pixelated?
connection.
Yeah.
Yes.
When I'm looking at it, it's pixelated, but let's see. Okay, that strange. Because it looks like the other camera is on, not this one. Really weird.
Yeah, well, go out and come back in. Try that.
You can't see me now, can you?
Go out and come back in.
Gosh, this is weird. Okay, I'll go out. Okay.
Hey, you back, Indy? Duke's just gone to try and fix his issue.
All right, yeah, cool. At the moment, they're all walking back up Whitehall.
All right. No, he's back. Let's see if he's better.
No.
No. No. Still the same.
Yes. That one camera is on. You can't see me now at all, can you? Can you see me?
No, it's not the camera. It's your internet connection.
It's your internet connection.
Well, it's weird because both cameras are on. Well, both cameras are on right now, but I'm not sure which one you guys are seeing me from. It's really weird. All new stuff
It's
to
your
me.
internet connection.
Well, listen, I said that, and then I started to learn how to use it when I put a computer together. That's that thing that you can see in the background there.
Yeah.
Bits from Boomer, bought my own shell. Runs like a dream. Yeah, so the police have put a cordon right across Whitehall from like, I don't know, 10 down street. All they're having a little push. They're trying to put up the barriers. Now they're getting stuff chucked at them. Basically, they've penned them in. So what they've done is before the protests started, they've known about it for hours. They've got fencing that's run all the way up from the bottom of Parliament Square to where the beginning of Downing Street is. You know, like you've got that road that you can walk across, and you've got the crossing in the middle that stops you right outside. Yeah, it's there. And they've got fencing going all the way up so they can pen them in, basically.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of police there, a lot of police.
Yeah, I can see it.
Not as many as the protests. Yeah, I'm watching it as well. I've got you on this screen. I'm watching it on this one over here. Oh, that's much better. You're not glitching out or anything now, Duke.
Yeah, it looks better.
I'm not glitching out now, or what?
No. What did you do? Did you give
Oh.
him something to drink or?
Oh no. Now he is again. He's
not on mine. He still looks all right on mine.
What did I do?
Is he?
I turned
Nothing,
on my
I've done
phone.
anything.
Maybe that.
Can you hear us?
Huh?
Can you hear us?
Kind of. I guess kind of breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Well, this will
Kind
be
of.
annoying people.
I can
watching.
I can hear about half of your words, you guys, this time.
Well, if he can hear this, Duke, they've penned them all in at the back of, you know, where New Scotland Yard is, where the gates are at the back, on the back of Whitehall. They've penned them all in there.
Oh yeah.
They would have shut off the alleyway that runs between New Scotland Yard and MOD as well. They'd have locked that so they couldn't get down there.
Mm-hmm.
To me, from what I can see here, the police don't even need to cattle them, man. All they've got to do is go one end, another end, and the fencing's going to hold them there because there's too many of them. The capacity there, they're probably not pushing the fence over anyway. But they've got them hemmed in from two sides, like they can't go up Whitehall towards Trafalgar Square, and they can't come out where that fencing is.
Yeah.
What's he saying?
I don't know why people talk to the police because
I think what's going to happen is they're going to try and grab Danny Tomo. That's what I think is going to happen in the next couple of minutes, as he's the orchestrator.
Guys, change the light. Don't let them change the light, man. Yeah, they're pushing us back a bit. Don't have to get your buttons out. It's because of knife crime. We're here because of knife crime. We're not here because of knife.
There you go. You heard it from the horse's mouth. They're here because of knife crime.
Yeah, I heard it.
And this is why the government in the UK are so fucking hated, so to say.
Wow.
And they are hated. So is the police. As you can hear from that.
Yeah.
It's just going to get worse otherwise. There ain't some sort of new police reform and things happen, you know, the country's going to go even more down this tunnel than what it already is. And it ain't down to the people, it's down to the fucking government.
Yeah.
Powers that be. Like they're trying to speak to the police.
Yeah, well, that never helps.
No, it don't. The police never listen. It doesn't matter. You can't mediate. Yeah, you can't mediate with someone that doesn't want to be spoken to. They've got a fixed mind. They've been told to do their orders. That's what they're going to do. And if that means pushing you out the way and slapping you and doing whatever, they're going to do it because they've been paid to do it. See, look, they've even got the female coppers pushing the males. It makes me laugh how they use the female coppers to do that, to instigate. It's crazy. You know, you would have thought that one of the red caps or yellow caps or white caps would have approached that Danny Tomo and said, "Well, what's this all over?" They've just told him, but
Yeah.
no.
There's a shot of the police
Holding the line. They can't even hold themselves.
some gentlemen.
Have you not noticed that when the police turn up, it always goes tits up? The police have a show of force or a show of strength when they go out like they are there, more pandered. This is when things start to happen. We've got one liaison officer in the crowd. That's your man there, Tomo. Danny Tomo.
She's back. For some reason, he's clicked 3 times. Hey, he's back. Can you hear us? Let's see if he can hear us.
The old Duke.
Duke, can you hear us?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, that's better.
Let me change cameras again if I can.
No, that's fine. Don't touch anything.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Back to normal. Yeah.
When it's good, there's no need to touch anything. Just let it roll.
Yeah. So have you got any videos to watch or play?
Who, me?
No, Duke.
I was going to say no, mate. Sorry.
Duke. He's playing with the computer.
I can. You're breaking up.
That's the reason why he's playing with his computer.
Yeah, now he's trying to get in again. Stop pressing the join button.
How come I've been removed from the stream? It's the second time. What is this all about?
No, you're there. We can see you.
You're still here?
Yeah, we can see you.
I don't know what's going on.
You're fiddling. That's what's going on.
It's asking if I want to join.
No, just leave it as it is.
Okay,
you're already on the screen.
Just do it. I'll kick you out of the other one. So everybody's listening and watching.
I'm on the stream. It's.
We can see you.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we can hear you as well.
Let me get rid of this. Okay, now I'm. What the hell? I left.
You haven't left.
Weird. I left another stream, but I didn't leave it.
You're here. We can see you.
Let me find out if this is one. Okay, let's.
And there was me thinking that I was computer illiterate. Duke's worse.
Okay, so is it?
Duke's a real boomer when it comes to tech.
He's a technophobe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm worse. That's for sure. But I'm not super bad. There's a lot of people far worse than me. But and then you get new programs, things you've never worked with before. Anyway, I mean, even if somebody's a great expert and they get some new program, they got to sit around and play with it for a long time.
Mate, I had to fiddle about my camera before I started.
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes of plugging it in, unplugging it, blowing in this, blowing in that. Then I finally got it set up.
Pictures froze.
No, you're fine. We can see you.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Have I froze yet?
Okay, well, let's end the stream because Duke's having technical problems.
I switched cameras.
It'll be it's worse now. And,
Again?
This is a crack of a live stream. This should get down and
Yeah.
should put this on the Boomer blooper reel. We'll call it the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
Duke gets on the
Okay,
computer.
Indy, thanks for reporting from London. We appreciate it.
Yeah, cool, man.
Okay, I'll talk to you on Telegram later.
Oh, cool, dude.
Okay, bye-bye.
How do I leave?
I'll kick you out.
I can't
That's
hear
right.
everything you guys are saying.
Okay.
Oh,
Can you
okay,
hear me?
well. Bye.
Oh, he's gone as well. What's happened? Is he coming back? We don't know. Who knows? Okay, thanks everybody for tuning in. Obviously, everybody's left. Duke's left, or maybe he's coming back. I don't know what's going on. We'll be back in the studio on Sunday in Minsk, both of us, with no technical problems and some new equipment. So thanks for tuning in.